All right, so today's video we're watching a Silver 5 support on PC playing Zen and Kiriko. I feel like I've hit a roadblock in my games with something, and I don't know. I just said words. I've hit a roadblock in my games with something, and I don't know. Usually my DPS and tanks die. Then, as you would say, I get rolled. I know it's a lower rank, so I should not expect the world, but there are games I feel that we should win like this one. The tank was complaining that we were not close enough in a lot of situations and that we were given too much ground. In my team's defense, the situations she spoke of, we would have instantly gotten killed. Aside from that, I'm just looking for some tips for playing Kiriko, and especially in situations where playing around my team is sketch. Also, I know my aim is horrible at the moment, and my constant heal and inability usage sucks. Currently trying working on them. Anything helps, to be honest. I do want to point out to people, aim will obviously help you climb, but there's a lot you can do in Overwatch outside of aim that you still will you can climb as. There's some like less aim intensive heroes, but you still climb because of good positioning, cooldown usage, etc. So like, while yes, I think you always want to constantly work on your mechanics and your aim, remember it takes time. Also, like 1 minute into the match, the tank was complaining about the Ashe not being a good pick on this map or against the enemy comp. I don't know anything about that stuff either, so anything with that helps also. Just to make it very clear, Ashe is very good in this map. Keep up the good work, and literally, I think I watch like 5 review videos a day, even just to sleep. Hey, wait a second! That's not insulting. A lot of people do that. I get it. Love your videos. Have a great day. All right, here we go. Ooh, okay. Talking about your aim, I did see a little bit of like the, where you kind of whirlwinded that a little bit, but okay. Hey, not bad. Okay, so that Reaper was obviously there because you could hear them sneaking up on you. What you're doing there is you're tunneling really hard on everything in front of you and you're ignoring everything around you. So let's say you get that first pick. You have about a 15-second window at the beginning to play this spot by yourself, right? So you want to look around your team. You want to see where people are positioned at. You see how you're only here by yourself? You have about a 15-second window. And I want you to remember that when you first get a pick, don't just sit there if your teammates aren't here. Now, if your teammates are up here, it's a different story, but your teammates are over here. So just be careful of that, okay? You made a good play, but then you tunneled, got stuck here, and then that happened. So you would want to stay up here for a second. Remember, you can kick this Reaper. Hey, nice job. Great play. Remember, don't tunnel this, though. Okay, you got the kill. Yep, look what you're doing, though. Okay, so even though you're surviving up there, like when you do those little slight plays up here, your position just doesn't look good. Like think about this. Your Zenyatta just sitting up here going hello. Safer spots end up this way. You got sight lines. You can back up. You can rotate. One really like surefire way to look at like positioning and understanding when it's a good thing or a bad thing. Always have a backup to what you're doing. And what I mean by that is, well, if you go right here, right, and you just sit here, what you did initially, and obviously you backed up a little bit, your backup plan is you back up to here. Is that a safe backup plan when they do this? See? No, because they're going to be in the same spot. So, but if you play like right here and you play these angles, then you can back up, right? See this? Then your position is now a lot better because you have different sight lines to take. But when you put yourself here, once again, going for a pop shot kill is fine. But like when you stay there too long, that's not going to be a good rotation because you get stuck in the same spot without them having to work hard to get to you. That's why it's, when you position yourself, it's all about recognizing that you start in a good spot, but then you have another rotation to put you in a good spot again. And then you have it again. You see like that 3-step process? Let's say you start here. You started here. Okay, they eventually get some map control, right? You can even sit like right here, right? Boom, now you back up here. Okay, now you're at this angle. Okay, doing some damage, maybe you get a kill, you're fine. You can go back down here. Well, say you don't get a kill, well, guess what? Now you back up. Now you're at another spot where you're in a safe spot. Now, do you see how I've managed to like back your hero back up without getting killed at all? Unless they deep dive you in your backline, that's a whole different story. So that's why I always say, think about where you have to back up to, and that will help your positioning a lot. You want my take? You made the right choice on Zen ult in that. That was totally fine. You already lost your Mercy at that point. While the Zen ultimate could have saved you, I think it wouldn't have saved the team. So I'm okay with you not using it. I'm actually okay with you making the swap too. I'm actually okay with this because now you're on a little bit better of a support comp. So I want to point out, chat, don't ever... And once again, I'm going into like deep discussion here on this. I think sometimes there's a mistake where people get tied down to like their ultimate and refuse to swap because of the ultimate, right? And I run into that sometimes. I would rather you build up your Kiriko ultimate and start like helping your tank be able to survive here than you just wait on the perfect Zen ultimate to be able to survive it, and then what? Then you just on Zenyatta still. If you're a Genji and you have a Nano, you're obviously going to want to hold on to that, right? But if you're on Genji and they have 4 ultimates and like you have, you're not going to be able to get kills, well, you know what? You can just pop the blade and hope they pop ultimates, or you can make a swap. Like, it's okay to swap off heroes sometimes if your ultimates aren't quite getting there. Now, it's very situational, so this isn't like as clear cut as like always do that. It just, this is a situation where you had Zen ult, you couldn't use it, you didn't use it, you made the decision not to do it, and then you switch Kiriko. I'm okay with that. This is gonna set you up better for the whole game than it is like being able to use that ultimate at the corner here.
The breeze brings relief. Thought they were dead, but I guess not.
So far, so good. Good bop. Decent damage. Now, you hear someone behind you, right? So, yeah, okay, there you go. Scan a little bit quicker next time. Because your tank was going to be fine for a little bit, especially on Orisa. So, remember, you don't have res here. So, focus on keeping your Orisa alive for now. Your soldiers top, your mercies with the soldiers. So, your job right now is to take care of this tank. Okay? Not a bad cleanse. You can ult this. You can ult this. Good ult timing. Perfectly timed. Now remember, just make sure to use your swift step. I'm fine with that cleanse. Nothing you. That's a tough one. Like a surprise Reaper ult can be difficult to deal with. Good job. Nice. I mean, honestly, your Kiriko play has been great so far. I mean, like you've already like 50% of your next ultimate, you're winning team fights. Like straight up, like so far, excellent gameplay on this. Like I said, your Zenyatta position was rough. That's why I kind of went a little bit on showing you like where to put Zen. But like, you did mention your aim being bad. I think this goes to a classic case of you're doing what I do, where like your aim is pretty good, but you like just like, oh, my aim's bad right now. Like you're doing fine. Always practice your aim, but you're mechanically you're well within the range of like, the rank that you're at. If that makes you feel any better, which is good. Like it's not a bad thing. This one is going to be one where you're going to die either way. So what I want you to do in this situation is I want you just to quickly hit your Suzu just because. Like straight up, like I'd rather you just hit your Suzu and realize you're probably going to lose that team fight to begin with and then hope for the best. And then maybe you build up your Kiriko ult a little bit quicker. So just a little bit of side note on that. No. Do not group up here. Do not group up here. Back away. Do not group up here. I'm going to explain this in a second. Do not group up. No. I'm telling you right now, in most ranks, someone's going to peek this corner and just kill you. Do not stand around like that, like ever. Like, just play here. Just wait on your team here. Play safe. You're lucky they didn't turn the corner and just one-shot you. TP away. TP away. There you go. Like, because of your bad positioning right there and, like, just sitting there doing nothing, you had to use your Suzu and your TP. TP's fine. Your cooldown will be back up, but, like, you should never, ever have to use your Suzu in that situation unless your Venture went and fed.
Nice to know you have my back. My ultimate is let the Kitsune guide you. Meet your fate.
Nice ult. Good ult by you. Good ult by your Orisa. Good play. Now you hear somebody behind you, so remember that. Nice headshot. Dude, your aim is fine, by the way. You are underestimating your aim like crazy. I have seen no issue with your aim right now. I'm gonna be real with you. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're fine aim-wise. I'm not worried about that. Now, that cleanse is a little bit early. A lot of, like, using your cleanse there is recognizing if your Orisa is actually going to get rolled there. I would have liked to see you have cleanse here. I once again think you would have just lost due to ultimates. But always give yourself the best case scenario. If your Orisa is going to play there, like, give your Orisa an extra second, because I think the cooldowns are there. Like, trust that your Orisa cooldowns and keep them alive.
I'm here. Be healed.
Wait for it. This just kind of feels like your team's all over the place situation. I'm not worried about that right now. Just regroup. Like how the tank just keeps randomly using cooldowns. I think a lot of tanks do that. where like it becomes less about thinking about what your cooldown does and just hitting your buttons, like straight up. That's like a normal thing in Overwatch, especially like, you know, I don't know exactly. Great cleanse, by the way, ult right when you get it. Perfect, good job. Remember to ping your target there, get in the habit of that. I think pinging the Mercy might get a kill there. You thought you had cleanse, I see what happened, that's okay. Teleport to your Mercy, teleport to you. At a certain point, you need to recognize they're going for you and just literally TP away. All right, well, tough defense, but you know, make it work. I still can't believe that your teammates were saying that like Ashe isn't good in this map. Top right. I mean, I'm not even gonna blame you for not seeing the Reaper. I'll be real with you. Like, I would probably see the Reaper, but like sometimes this is, you know what? I think this is a good way to describe your tunnel vision. Because you had a Reaper just sitting up top right. You're so hard focused. Oh, did it not show? Is my webcam in the way? Okay, one second. Can you see him? Okay, ready? Watch this, chat. You ready? Look at. And you could see the Reaper there, obviously, on their screen. Like, you could see the Reaper. This is where I think tunnel vision will be one thing you want to work on, where learn to scan the map, and your situations like that won't happen. If they're close behind a wall, like, you don't see, and that's different. But, like, that Reaper has been standing there clear as day. Yeah, I guess I don't know what their FOV's at either. I use max FOV, so maybe there's something I'm missing, too. Good start for your team. Not bad. Not bad. You think max FOV's default? Maybe it is nowadays. I have no idea. I mean, you've been playing this just fine. Even the cleanse idea there was fine because, like, you saw that you were up in numbers, and I always talk about, like, when you get in those situations, just make sure you win the team fight. Obviously, a little bit of a good or a lucky scenario here where their teammates DC'd, which obviously isn't ideal. All right, bud, come on. Oh, I want to also... right before this team fight happens, by the way, great ultimate time in here. This is just for people if you are in voice chat or like you're communicating with your team. When you get close to your ultimate, let your teammates know you're really close to your ultimate and just to take a little bit of damage without feeding it. I think that sometimes players will be close to their ultimate, but they won't like say anything about it. So if you're like at 85% and you're like, hey, Zarya, would you mind just taking a little bit of damage? I'm at 85%. Obviously, you know, this isn't a requirement. You don't have to do this if that situation happens. But if you don't happen to be in voice chat and like your teammates are communicating, etc., just let them know. And then that way you build up your ultimate a little bit safer. Because like sometimes I feel like there's a lot of lost time in Overwatch when it comes to like being able to go and grab around. Like you lose a minute or two off the clock because of like somebody's like a second ahead of your ult timing. And rather than letting people know that your ult's about to be ready, they'll go and make a play, and then you lose a team fight that probably could have been won. Thankfully, it all worked out so far. I don't know if you're gonna end up pushing this, but great ult right here. Like just to give you an idea, chat, I'm like in every rank you can like heck up plays. Yesterday, because I've been playing so much Juno, right? And great play there overall. I was playing Juno, or I wasn't playing Juno, but I played a lot of Juno, so I was like, I'm gonna play Kiriko. You know how Juno's ultimate goes through walls? You know whose ultimate doesn't go through walls? Kiriko. I was just so used to playing Juno that like I just was like I don't know. Like I said, in Overwatch, even when you get to like top 500, etc., you're gonna make mistakes in game, right? It's gonna happen. It's just you minimize how much it happens. I just want to point that part out. Oh, it was good. It was good. I mean, great push. I do want to once again reiterate, I think you underestimate your aim. Your aim has been totally fine. I've had no issues with your aim at all. I get the vision of the cleanse. You're trying to heal your Zarya. Good bubble time about your Zarya. That might actually give your Zarya time in. Yeah, just keep pocketing your Zarya. Pocket your Zarya. You can TP and cleanse that if you need to. Perfect job. Good positioning. Don't be afraid to cleanse now. You have a numbers advantage. That got deflected too. I mean, That right there was a perfect sequence. That right there was a perfect sequence by you, by the way. That was wonderful. It wasn't like, you know, some unreal thing that's going to show up on, like, the stat sheet. But, like, the way you played that was excellent. You backed away. You kept your teammate alive. You cleansed when you felt like a cleanse was necessary. Your teammate still managed to lose it somehow. Maybe. I have no idea how you lost that. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad about that. Just give credit to the other team. Okay. What do we learn here? Don't ult that. Listen, this is one of these situations where you're down in numbers, and one of the easiest ways to stay into a game and win a game is by good ult economy, right? So in this situation, you lost your Zarya, they had popped a bunch of ultimates. Like, don't try to force a win there. What do you, even if you get 2 kills here, I don't think you win the team fight, because what's going to happen is they have enough to be able to stop you and their spawn's close. So just, you know, play it smart. So your team has grab. You should win this team fight pretty easily. There's nothing their team even has to stop this, unless the Reaper ults your team. In this situation, this is where ult tracking can go a long way. Like, recognizing that they have Reaper ult and watching for it. That was a weird one, because, like, I want to, again, get you in the habit of don't be afraid to go for, like, it's a risky play sometimes, but don't be afraid to go for a TP cleanse if it guarantees that it's going to win the team fight. And that felt like a situation where, like, you definitely keep your Zarya up there. Your Zarya survives, but it would have been a lot easier, right? There you go. Got the point. Nice. Good sequence. Yeah, obviously your ultimate time, it was pretty rough, but you still made up for it with, like, solid, good position and good play. I have no problem with that one.
Uh-oh, the payload's moving. Feels good, huh?
I feel like that's, I'm gonna be honest with you, I still feel like that's on your tank for playing too aggro. Your tank has this tendency to end up in the middle, and, like, there's only so much you can heal, even with a good cleanse there, to keep your, like, your tank alive. I mean, they're running the Bastion, Zarya, and they just play in the middle of the open. So I wouldn't worry about that too much, but this is the part where you cannot get rolled here. You need to get out. Good job. All right, here we go.
Soothing your wounds.
This is just an overtime fight. Just reset. Remember, in overtime, you do not have to run one by one to the cart. You do not have to run to the cart one by one over and over again. Swap D.Va. I'm going to give him a second on D.Va because I think it's like, I see the vision. Okay, use your ult the moment you get it. Use it now, even with your teammate dying, because you're mercy and res. That's a good ult, by the way. Your D.Va played too aggro, but that was a good ult by you. Nice job. Perfect ult. And the reason why the ultimate's good there is because even though you lost one, your mercy can res in a safe spot. There's no way they push into that, and if they push into it, they probably get rolled. So honestly, that made sense. That was a good play. Good job. And I will say, by the way, your position is pretty solid too. There's been a couple moments that have been rough, and I kind of explained it when you had it, but, like, your position's been good. I like the effort. Oh wait, the other team has an Ashe. According to your teammate, that's a bad pick on this map. So, what rank is this? I think it was silver. I already forgot. Chat remembers more than I do in this. Rough cleanse. Once again, it's okay to position yourself better. Like, be patient with that.
Hey, they brought one back.
Honestly, I kind of would have left the Zen there too. Because it's not worth losing both supports. At the same time, you probably could have kept your Zen alive. You're aiming to play it safe. I get it.
What's up?
I think you had the correct idea on that, though. I think you had the correct idea. I'd rather see your whole team survive that than get yourself killed to save the Zen who's out of position. Granted, your Zen did get a kill, so that's I'll let you make the decision on that one. There's no, like, right or wrong decision on that.
Under my protection.
In my opinion, so. Should be able to get the point for free here. Yeah, that's good. Chad, imagine if this game comes down to the Ashe on their team.
Back off.
hitting a bob to win the game. Because like the Kiriko were watching, their teammate had said Ash isn't good on this map. Imagine if a Bob wins it. Your team's fine here. The other team is kind of playing all over the place. Okay.
Blocking satellite vector.
The ultimate is fine. Nice pick. There's the res. Okay. No, save your Zarya, save your Zarya. Okay. That was, okay, first of all, okay. Rough sequence out of you there just for multiple reasons. You started the tunnel vision. I always remember this. The worst thing you can do in a one team fight is let your teammate die. I know that like you're like bloodthirsty and want to get the kill there, etc. But like I'm telling you, it's not worth it.
I greet you. Thank you.
Is everything setting up here for a Bob to be the game winner? Imagine the irony of that. You did hear the Reaper. It was your Reaper. So you don't worry about that. Everybody's just chilling. Nah, there's no way a Bob ends up winning this. It's gonna be the... Your team should just win this, actually. The only way your team... Yeah. No! Okay. I'm gonna show you something. You gotta take away the space from them. Look where the cart needs to be pushed to. When your team just stands around here and just waits for them to make a play, you're giving them opportunity to get back into the game. Like, take the map control. Don't give them free entry. Like, right? Like, even if you like play here as a team and you get 3 cooldowns out of them and you fall back and survive, you're good. But like, if you just stand here and wait for the play to happen, you're gonna lose it. So you need to recognize in those situations that like 3 on cart probably won't work unless you know the timing's great. Go win the team fight. Leave 1 on cart and win it. Now, obviously this is a silver game, but take the map control. You know, in the end, I still feel like you've played this well, but that was something that I just noticed there in general, is like your team just kind of stood around and then lost it.
Stops for no one.
But overall, honestly, you didn't play that bad. Your aim is way better than you think it is. Like, I don't even know how you thought your aim was bad. I think for your rank, your aim is actually probably above where your stuff normally is. Definitely keep focusing on your positioning. Focus on your rotations, giving yourself backup plays. Don't be afraid to TP in as Kiriko with some cleanses. But overall, I think you'll climb. I think you played that very well. I think a lot of it is just, it's very small things that are holding you back from like getting to like a full climb. But I'm surprised you haven't climbed to begin with, right? Like, I'm surprised you haven't even climbed to begin with, because I feel like you've shown more than enough here to make it feel like you're playing very well. So do that stuff, and I think you'll definitely climb. You got this. You absolutely got this. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't, leave a comment. All that helps. If you want to submit your own spectating, look in the description below. That's so you'll see my Discord. We also record these live on stream. You can see the Twitch chat below the webcam, also stream on YouTube, so stop by if you haven't. With that being said, I hope you have an amazing day /night.